And now it's time for the thematic story for the formation of lowercase letter. So this is very, very interesting with the clay activity. So we are demonstrating the pattern formation of C, and it is only one pattern, which is one open curve. Can you see here? It's a very, very simple pattern, one open curve. And now this letter C was very, very careful while getting inside the train. He was very, very careful because he saw the letters A and B completely losing their shape. A to fully changed letter. B had to lose his upper closed curve. This letter said, I am not going to lose my shape. I will be very, very careful as I get inside the train. So this letter just reduced. He started shrinking, becoming small and small and small. He didn't want to lose his shape. Now you can see he didn't want to lose his shape. He became a small C. Can you see here? From the big C, he became a small C and entered the train. So this is the reason this letter C did not lose any shape. It remains small C. And I want to stop here and tell you, isn't this a logical thing for our children to understand? Big and small C is now visually big and small for them to discriminate. Children expect going further again, D will get the same appearance, big D and the small d, which will never happen. Again, the pattern changes for the next letter. So with this, we introduced the lowercase as well. Hope you can create some flashcards like this for reinforcement and have clay for the activity. And now writing in series. This is very, very important, my dear friends. We start with tracing. So nursery level, then just trace A, B and C on the board till we introduce the next letter. If it is junior KG, then please make sure children are tracing. And I'm going to very soon add a video on why we need to, or it is always better to have the series introduction, that is A to Z instead of ILTH or SATI. So wait for that video, but now you can start tracing in series. And next is you can do all the creative activities. Creative activities like drawing help children draw. So now you know we can have all these dotted cards to help children who need a little more help in drawing. Then you can have all these resources already I have shared. So here the child will identify the right sound. Here it is only uppercase, you can see. So we have two pictures and child will choose one right picture, but here we go with the lowercase. So this is cake and the child will identify the right letter which starts with the sound. And now you can see there is a letter here and three objects, ant, banana and carrot. So the child will now match the right picture. So we will have to do all these activities even before giving the worksheets or taking them to do this activity in the book. So please do this and only then start with all these activities in the worksheet. So can you see any type of activities you can now design in worksheet and you can give it to children to complete. So but make sure we do using the creative materials. So we did all the creative activities and now writing readiness. Very, very important. Even before diving into writing, let me now show you all the reading activities that you can do. Identifying picture, trying to make one sentence out of each picture. This is story on the chart, big chart. And now this is picture reading. Hello, Kathy. Do you have a card? Do you want a carrot? Shall I get you the cake? Can you drink coffee? So a cup of coffee. So like this, you can use some pictures and create picture reading activity in your classroom. This will definitely enhance the child's spoken language development. So after doing all these things, there is one more activity that you can do. So you can mix all these letters, uppercase and lowercase letter, and ask the child to identify all the uppercase A. Okay, so see if the child can point and identify all the lowercase a, uppercase B, lowercase b, uppercase C and lowercase c. Once we finish A to C, then you can use this activity to reinforce all three together. So this is wonderful tool. You can make it in the classroom itself. And now we are moving towards the writing readiness. Let us know the pattern formation. Again, I would advise, please use clay. It is very important tool. Then other than that, patterns. So with all your pattern that we already have, so this is one open curve. And now you can make the hand pattern also. You children can trace within the open curve of the hand, and later you can use all these tracing materials. As I told you, I've been telling this in each and every video. So this is sand card tracing you can do with this. And don't forget, let me show you later, this is sand card tracing. And then you can go with sand, rava, rangoli, rice tracing. Then you can have your writing tool. You can either use a 4-line or a 3-line tool, and on that tool you can start with the pattern formation. So now this is the pattern. The pattern is one closed curve. Start from the top red line till the first blue line. So start from the top red line, touch the first blue line, come down, curl, and now touch the first blue line and complete the letter C. So this is uppercase C or big C, and small c starts from the top blue line. So it's the same pattern. So start, come down, curl, and touch the second blue line. So like this, you will say the pattern. And what is the pattern? One curve. So one closed, the C is one open curve. So one open curve. This is the one-liner that you will use to trace the C, letter C. And after using the pattern, so you can see, please go ahead and do all these resources. These are very helpful. Then put them on the board. As I told you, use a 4-line or a 3-line board. And after this, you can just give this for tracing. So we cannot remove this. This you can give it for tracing. Only after tracing in this, go ahead with the book or worksheet. And now let me just again share all the 3 activities that you can do for the letter C. So one is the prep work, foundation work, and the prime work. Only then go with the writing. So let me help you remember all the 3 types of work: prep work, foundation work, and prime work that you should be doing before giving them the regular tracing, whether you're doing it in nursery or junior KG. Well, my dear friends, how was the tutorial of the introduction of letter C, uppercase and lowercase? Hope you got a lot of ideas. Use your creative approaches in the story formation, in the activities, and share this video with all the parents and teachers to introduce the coding phonics methodology. And I will catch you with the next letter D.